Hello, heroes and villains. Welcome to Multiverse. The stream seems to be started, so time to do a few adjustments before we're ready to go. So today, if you're wondering, we are going to play Arena PvP. But before we can get started, I have to finish my setup on YouTube. No choice, no choice. Oh, here's our friend Stilly. And in case you did not see my previous video, basically next week we will have Superman Day. It will start on Tuesday and it will last for about 2 weeks. So we will have the Superman Day event. I don't know if we're going to get something specific for the actual Superman Day, which is going to be the 18th. Way back when, sometimes we would get the Superman event or some sort of Superman event, and then on the day of the actual event, we would get something special or something extra. But we didn't get that last year, and I don't think we'll get that this year, but you never know. Oh, there's our friend Carl Lucas. It's almost there, still on target. So we'll probably start with playing 4 versus 4, and then depending on how many people there seems to be, we'll play it by ear and we'll figure it out. Assuming Evil YouTube finish loading at some point. Oh, and also, if there are some issues, like yesterday, basically, there was a lot of issues with the game, some Uber lag, some game crashes. So if we do have some Uber lag today, or if the game does crash, sadly, there's nothing we're going to be able to do about that. Almost there. Whenever there's a live stream, there's a few things that have to be set up. Normally, there would be Shadow Lady talking to you guys while I do this, but sadly, she cannot be here all the time. But we were fortunate at some point when we had some giveaways. She was here quite often. There's a few weeks where she was here 2, 3, 4 times a week, so we can't really complain. Usually, she's with us on Friday, but that doesn't always happen. Oh, and just to get to be on the safe side, if you can hear me, say yes. So hello Nemo, hello Superman, hello Guillaume, hello Stelly, hello Rayshon. Oh, evil chat. Oh, there we go. Hello David Sharp. Nemo says I haven't checked in on a live for a while. Been working on the base. It's all right. When you're here, we're happy to have you. If you're not here, we're sad, but we'll live with it. Black Gun Meiji, love the later start time. Thanks, Multi. Yeah, one thing I didn't consider way back when I came up with when I decided to have the event at noon, I didn't consider that for people on the East Coast, on the West Coast, that was freaking early in the morning for them. So doing it at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time seems to be the best, the less bad option. Also, it allows people from across the pond also to be able to join us. It's a bit late for them, but I think it's not too late for them to actually join us. So let us start with the Ace Chemical 4v4, and we'll figure it out from there. Should I remain a controller? Decisions. Now let's switch to DPS. Black and Meiji, other PvP stream have been too early for me. Yeah, it's that's why I changed. It seemed, in theory, it did seem like a good idea to have it at noon. I thought that if we start at noon, if we want to play more than normally we play PvP about an hour and a half, 2 hours. But if somehow we're in a roll and we decided to play for 3, 4, 5, 12 hours, I thought that starting at noon would be good for that. But again, I didn't realize that for people on the West Coast, that was freaking early in the morning. So 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time seems to be a good middle ground pretty much for everyone. Yeah, sadly for the people on the East Coast, especially during the week, like when we have the live at 5 during the week, yeah, people on the East Coast at 5, they're still coming back from work, they're still coming back from school. But again, it's pretty much a middle ground for most people. So obviously, it's pretty much impossible to get a time slot that fits that works for everyone. But we try to accommodate as many people as we can when it's possible. Ragnar for Life is asking, how's your weekend going? Pretty good. Black Gun Meiji says 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Sundays is great. Oh, MDK, hello heroes and villains, welcome to Multiverse. Absolutely. You may have noticed also sometimes that the devs stole my tagline and they use it from time to time. Those evil devs. Black Guns Meiji Multiverse. Do you think they'll ever add a PvP or Legends Omnibuscure? No, I don't think so. It's obvious that they did not remove PvP just yet, but it's obvious that they have no intention of adding any new stuff to PvP. They pretty much gave up on PvP quite some time ago. And you may have noticed, these days, for quite some time now, they've been struggled just to come up with PvE content. They seem to be starting to get back on track, but even then, it took quite a while. Like when the devs were laid off in 2024, I think it was in February. So we're over a year past that, and they're still trying to get back on their feet. So Superman says I'll be joining shortly, and Rayshawn Multiverse, are we still get Superman emblem? Absolutely, we'll get it Tuesday, or it will become available Tuesday. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to work. I think it might be like the events. It might be in the events tab, so we may have to play the event X amount of days before we can get the rewards. But to be on the safe side, we'll find out on Tuesday. Tuesday, I'll probably make a video about that just to make sure that you guys can see get all the information you need. Oh, what are we cleared for? 4 versus 4. Oh, one click too many. Ace Chemicals 4 versus 4. So far for Superman Day, we have the Crypto Ally. If you guys don't know, there's a code that you can get for the Crypto Ally, DCUO Crypto 2025. I made a video about it if you want to see it. Also, I made a video about the new rewards we will get. We will get the Superman emblem, and we will get 2 new Superman slimlines that are inspired by when Superman gained electric powers. I was a bit surprised by some of the reactions to my video about the Superman slimlines. Uh, People don't seem to realize where the styles actually came from. Uh, Way back when in the late 90s, DC decided to try to reinvent Superman. So they gave Superman electric powers, and he had the costume, what was called at the time, blue electric Superman or something like that. And the costume we have is pretty much spot on. That's pretty much the costume the character had at the time, except for the headpiece. I don't know why they do that. Sometimes they'll give us like the slim line, but they don't give us the headpiece for some reason. It doesn't really matter. We have a couple of headpiece that kind of works with the style, but basically, so they decided to reinvent Superman by giving him electric powers and giving him a new costume at the time, which is spot on the costume we're gonna have in the game next week. And then later on, they decided to have a storyline that was called Superman Red, Superman Blue, where basically they would take Superman Blue, Electric Superman Blue, split it into 2 different characters, and you had one red version, one blue version, and that was an homage to a very old storyline from the 60s where basically Superman, due to some sort of kryptonite, Superman was split into two different uh, two different versions of Superman, a version with a blue costume and a version with a red costume. So in the late 90s, when they decided to try to reinvent Superman, they decided to try to pay homage to that storyline, and that gave us the Superman Red, Superman Blue storyline that we had at the time, and that was Clark Kent. That was the Clark Kent Superman. They kind of reused the Superman Blue and Superman Red thingy for Jonathan Kent later on, but the version that we have in the game, or that we're gonna have in the game next week, is the Clark Kent version from the late 90s. So I saw some people that were, I don't know, that I saw some weird comments about that. Some people did not seem to understand that when Superman was split, like I did mention that it was the electric Superman that we had, the electric Superman costume that we had, and then some people said, no, no, it's when the Superman was split, Superman Blue, Superman Red. Yeah, it's the same thing. Superman got electric powers, and then it was split into Superman Red and Superman Blue. And others also mentioned that it was supposed to be Jonathan Kent, not Clark Kent. And no, the version we have, that is the Clark Kent costume. Yes, they reused the idea with Jonathan Kent later, but if you look at the Jonathan Kent version, the costume is not exactly the same. There's some lines where there's no lines on the costumes, so they literally gave us the electric Superman costume from the late 90s. Also, some people did not realize why it didn't have like the open collar and no gloves like the Superman costume. It's because it's not the classic Superman costume. It is the electric Superman costume. So again, it's an era where Superman had electric powers and where too quick on the draw. So it was a time where Superman had electric powers, and then at some point they decided to split Superman in two. But again, they did not come up with they did not come up with the Superman Red, Superman Blue thingy. It's something. It's an idea they got from an old comic from the '60s. And the same for Jonathan Kent. They didn't come up with that. Again, the Jonathan Kent version probably took their inspiration from the '90s version, but the '90s version took their inspiration from the '60s. So basically, it's a storyline that started in the '60s that were reused in the '90s, and that were reused also later on a couple of years ago. So I was a bit surprised by some of the reactions. Evil Stelly. Ah, Stelly went down. Ah, the freaking timer. Oh, someone tried to run away. I guess we're able to get him before he left. Ah, freaking beam. Ah, I hate those green thingy. I always go too close.
Central control node enabled.
Sorry about that. Oh, just a minute. Nah, sorry about that. There was someone at the door. The challenges of going live.
Discharging electrical system.
I have to admit, we're quite a bit lucky. It's only been happening for a couple of weeks now that people are knocking at the door or ringing a doorbell or something. For quite a while, we were able to go live without too much interruptions.
West control node enabled. Electrical system charge complete.
It was a happy accident. I teleported just as she was trying to get away. I would like to say it was a master stroke that I was planning to do, but it was a happy accident. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm not trying to ignore the chat. It's just trying to not get defeated too much in PvP.
West control node enabled. Match over.
So here we can see the scoreboard for those who like that kind of stuff. So let's get out of here. Oh, thanks, Ty. Looks like the fun is about to begin. Absolutely. Kellogg cells look like you need people. Well, we need, ideally, we need at least 16 people if we want to play 8 versus 8. Also, ideally, we need people, like random people. Obviously, if people want to make a group, a pre-made group, there's nothing we can do about that. But if people make a pre-made group, that gives them a pretty big advantage over the rest of us who are just occurring at random. So let's go for Star Labs 4v4. Right now for life, can't wait for Superman Day. Oh, Superman says, I honestly wasn't expecting Superman Blue and Superman Red Slim 9s. No one was. I have to admit, wasn't expecting that at all. Although in retrospect, they don't seem to want people to be able to create the classic Superman look for some reason. But I could see them giving us, like, they gave us a whole bunch of alternate Batman looks. We have some sort of future Batman look. Actually, 2 future Batman looks. 3 if we count Batman Beyond. So they sometimes seems to want to give us alternate version of the characters as opposed to the classic version of the characters. So I guess getting Electric Superman Blue as opposed to the classic Superman makes some kind of sense. I'm not sure why I started playing this game again, but nobody's playing the older content, only endgame. On Friday, we do play some of the older content. Although this Friday we'll try to play the Superman event at least a little bit. Well, we'll figure something out. But now Monster Vibe, if you come here at if you log in at Friday 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, normally we put groups we put a group together and we go play some older missions. David Sharp is excited to see the new Slimline. He's going to use Superman Blue for his character and use Superman Red Slimline to create the Lana Lang Superwoman. Yeah, I could see that. MDK is basically who has the best PvP gear. Well, I don't have a full set of PvP gear, so my PvP combat rating is 96, as you'll see in just a second.
Match commencing. Life support control node enabled. Terrarium control node enabled. Warning, Ham's transport system malfunction. Life support control node enabled. Terrarium control node enabled. Terrarium control node enabled. Life support control node enabled. Ham station control node enabled. Ham station control node enabled. Life support control node enabled. Terrarium control node enabled. Life support control node enabled. Ham station control node enabled. Terrarium control node enabled. Life support control node enabled. Ham station control node enabled. Terrarium control node enabled. Ham station control node enabled. Terrarium control node enabled. Life support control node enabled. Ham station control node enabled. Terrarium control node enabled. Ham station control node enabled. Match over.
Can you hear me now? So still he seems to think we have enough for 8 versus 8. Let's try that. So let's start with Australia. That means skipping the 4v4. Doesn't matter. Oh, Scroll says yes, so I think he hears me. Sadly, I don't know why the audio keeps on crashing, the microphone keeps on crashing. Uh, we've had issues with the chat for quite a bit. I guess our friend Carl Lucas would like to have a hoodie without any emblem on it, but I guess no choice, no choice. You have to use the hoodie we have. The evil Allman, of course. Sorry, Crazy Corpse, if you got your wisdom tooth pulled. Depending on your dentist, it can be either very painful or not so painful. Some dentists are much better than others. Oh, David Sharp got in, he says. Oh, still he says I knew it. Of course. So in the next couple of weeks, I think we're going to see a lot of Superman type characters, thanks to the Superman emblem, and of course we'll probably see a few either Superman red, Superman blue characters, or some. I know some are planning already to use it to recreate the Supergirl from the Flash movie. There's also a Supergirl version in the comics. There's Superwoman also that has a somewhat similar chest piece. Almost didn't recognize Stilly with her white costume. 350 50 eyes. Anything significant happened in the show in the last 2 months? I was away. In the last 2 months, we had a couple of events. We had the St. Patrick's seasonal, then we had the spring seasonal, and we will get the Superman Day event. Here we can start from Superman. Already, you can make a pretty darn good version of the Superman Blue in this universe online. But now our friend Superman will have the official Superman Blue style that we will be able to use. So next week, 350, we will have the Superman Day event, which sadly will last only 2 weeks. Also, we had the introduction of a few new iconic abilities, and we also had the elite henchmen that were added to the game. So yeah, I guess you did miss out a few things. So we have Superman, Scrafty, Crazy Corpse, Carl Lucas.
Match commencing.
So usually I start with the Ziggurat. Let's see if we can capture the Ziggurat. If not, well, too bad, so sad. I guess we're not going to get it because if you see on the minimap, you can see that all the reds are here, but some of the blues are the blue team. Basically, the blue team split into two groups, but the red team seems to be only one group. Although I could be miscounting. Oh, we see Ryushu. Who else is on the red? So ideally, you want to try to defeat the other team, but also you want to stop them from capturing the objective. So you have to try to stand on the objective if possible, which sadly not always possible, but you do the best you can. But in this case, like basically we had only half of the blue team versus the entire red team, so the odds were pretty much stacked against us. But you would hope that while we're getting our butts kicked, the other half of the team did capture some objectives to score some points. But as you saw with the previous match, I didn't do that at all. So I could have sworn we could activate the console here.
Heroes control the ziggurat.
Oh no, we're the evil villains.
Villains control the processing facility.
So right now it seems to control two objectives. So ideally, instead of trying to go capture the ziggurat, we should probably try to defend the two objectives we have, because basically we have two objectives, they have one. So in theory, we should be scoring more points than they are. But that doesn't count the points for people being defeated. So that's the X factor in the equation.
Villains have lost the processing
Oh,
facility.
see, we lost the facility. So even losing the facility, because they didn't say heroes gained the processing facility, they just said that we lost it. So it's probably being contested right now. So normally, if we have this objective here and the heroes have the ziggurat, we should be progressing, scoring the same amount of points. But depending on who manages to get the facility, then that might change.
Villains control the processing facility.
Oh, so we got the facility back. So we're back to controlling two objectives as opposed to the one. So you can see they're trying to keep us from keeping this objective. But we were able to hold on, so that didn't work.
Match over.
Black Guns Meiji, man, I haven't PvP'd on this toon in forever. Thanks for the fun. That's why we're doing this, so that people can play PvP a bit. Either people who didn't play PvP in a long time, or even people who never got the chance to actually play PvP. So let us go to the Fortress 8 versus 8. Sadly, when it comes to PvP for 8 versus 8, we only have the 4 maps, so it can get redundant quickly. But there are people who don't seem to mind. There's people, it seems, who would play PvP all day long if they could. Sweet irony, our friend Barry Allen as the J. Garrick look. Stelly and Multiverse got a recommendation for the Color Mind outfit. Not at all. It's your outfit. You do you. I was a bit surprised that usually you have black and gold as your color scheme. So I was a bit surprised when I saw you with the white costume. But if you want to be white, it's your choice. And I showed it a lot with the male character, but here you can see the battle torn costume. I forget the actual name. Battle damage. So this is the battle damage slimline, and you can see what it looks like on the female character. So it is torn a little bit, but obviously it doesn't show any naughty bits. So we ever tore Stelly's costume. They were nice enough not to tear the naughty bits. Oh, here, our friend Superman was about to use the same costume. Oh, Stelly says that sounds bad with no context. Yeah, I suppose it does. Oh, here we have Stelly, Jezreel, Superman, the Greekster, our friend Carl, Bruz, Varatos. The sneaky sneaker. They try to catch us unprepared from behind. I could have sworn there was someone behind. Oh, no more. So you see, there's a couple of them who really decided to try to take me down. Yeah, it happens. There's side effects who seems to be healing so much that he doesn't appear to be taking damage. Unless he's not taking damage, we'll never know. Although no, in the previous match it did give that impression too. But then at some point we were able to damage him a bit, but then he would heal right back up. So he seems to heal as fast as not faster than then we can damage him. Evil camera. As there's a price to pay to stay too close to the walls or the ceiling. Yeah, sorry, I kind of understand. It's kind of hard to understand what's going on that way, but I understand enough to. Sorry if I'm not talking much. Bit focused right now. Here you saw how to use my quantum tunneling and my breakout trinket pretty much back to back to try to get away because even though you're supposed to get some sort of immunity, it doesn't seem to work so much. Oh, did you see the sneaky sneak? theory, we have the edge. We're ahead right now, but you never know. Sometimes the wind could change. And there's 5 minutes left, so anything could still happen. Oh, someone was able to get the buff. So that could change. Like if the other team was able to manage to get the buff, one of the buffs, that could turn things around. I might as well take someone else and side effects. Almost there, stone target. Yeah, lots of red people here. That was a long match. So let's get out of here. Oh, sorry, I have to go for a minute. Still is a machine. Sorry if you had a lot of lag, Stelly. Stelly, there was some issues with the DCUO. Oh, I'll get it at some point. Stelly, there was some issues yesterday with DCO. A lot of people were complaining that they were getting disconnected, or that there was some Uber lag, or both. And the game was even down for maintenance for quite a bit to try to fix whatever issue they had. I didn't see anything official about why there was some issues. Some people suggested that it might be some DDoS attacks, but I haven't seen any official information confirming that. So maybe that was the case. Maybe there was some other issues we're not aware of. Some people thought it was maybe the 64-bit thingy that kind of broke the game a little bit. But again, we don't know it. It's just speculation at this point. But even right now, like I look on Discord, I see people complaining about some crazy lags. Might depend on which platform. Though so far, I can't really say we had that much lag, so I can't complain so much. So I'm trying to see if there's no information. But right now we seem to be doing okay, except for maybe Stelly, poor Stelly. Oh no, they broke a leg. Stelly used the reading comic book emote while she was flying, and it did give a weird look. Oh, Superman is going AFK. All that fighting made him hungry. So here we can see like Leslie using the emote, but with the flying with a flying character, like they kind of break the leg of the character a little bit. Oh, Stelly is a spider. That explains it. Superman JL, hello everyone. So we missed the last two streams. Wanted to give other people a chance to play. That's all right. Jay Clark, is Checkmate PvP a real event or just a community thing? It's a community thing or a multiverse thing. It's something I do twice a week on Wednesday and on Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We log in and we play some PvP. And the last Wednesday and the last Sunday of the month, we play Arena. We play Legends PvP. Although I might change that for the month of March. We'll see. Oh, March for the month of May. So we'll see. But it's a real multiverse event, but it's not an official DCUO event. Oh, Staley's playing some guitar riffs. Jay Clark, I see you're trying to revive PvP a bit. Well, I'm trying to give people the opportunity to play PvP. There's a lot of new players who sadly will never be able to experience PvP the way it was way back when, especially in the open world. When they made it so that you could no longer create your character on the PvP open world, they pretty much killed the PvP open world. But for PvP, like people can queue for 2 versus 2 easily enough, or they can. There's usually a whole bunch of people playing duels in the open worlds, in the various open worlds. But when it comes to 4 versus 4, and especially 8 versus 8, uh, unless you really organize something like what we're doing right now, it's not gonna happen. Like if you queue for 8 versus 8, good luck. Good luck for it to happen. Oh, what are we queuing for? We're queuing for the Hall of Doom 8 versus 8. Stelly says that's even more glitched. Tariq, Yomulti, The Chosen. I've been working on a few styles for my DSO character, but none of them seems to work that well, sadly. It happens. It depends on which styles you have. It depends on which style you're trying to create. Uh, DC Universe Online is not so good at trying to recreate styles that are asymmetrical. Most of the DCO styles are symmetrical, and even then, some of the asymmetrical styles, well, usually when there's a style that's asymmetrical, it has some very specific needs, I'm trying to fill that with the character creation like the DC Universe Online one. It's a bit challenging. Tavik is asking the Superman emblem coming back, and how long will the Superman emblem, the Superman mullet, be there? For the Superman mullet, you can get it from Booster Gold, so I don't think it's going to be included in the event. Although last year basically we had some boxes that would drop a whole bunch of random stuff, random Superman stuff. So it's not impossible to think that the Superman hairstyles might be in those boxes. But for the emblem, it'll probably be available for about 2 weeks. I will know for sure on Tuesday. Tuesday, we'll get all the information about the event, so we'll be able to make a video about it and pretty much get all the information, or at least more information. Because I did get some of the information, but there was some sort of error when I tried to open the document. Only one of the pages would load, so the other pages for some reason did not load. They did not want to load. And even with the other pages, there is information that I don't have. So there's information we'll know for sure on Tuesday. Like for example, the vendor. What's the vendor going to sell next week? I assume we'll have the same vendors as we had last year, but the truth is we don't know for sure. Things change from year to year, so we may get a different vendor this year.
Get to those security terminals.
You dare set foot here. What are you looking for, Superman?
But in theory, the emblem
All
should be
you
back for about
found
2
is your
weeks.
doom.
Find the security terminals and attach a tracer to them. That will help me hack our way out of the pit area.
Now, personally, I don't care so much. I already have the emblem, but there's a lot of you guys who are asking for the emblem. Oh, I was too quick on the draw.
Me friends, us fight.
Did you see that? He tried to get behind me.
Come on.
Evil old
At least
man.
make it a challenge. Nothing a patch job won't fix.
Lots of red people here.
You villain types really tick me off.
You don't pay for that.
I'm on reserve power now.
That no hurt. Me and Earth's worst offender.
See, I get knocked down and juggle so much. Sometimes I can barely get one ability off. That's what happens when two, or in this case, three opponents target you. Is it more than three? No, that seems to be three. Kind of hard sometimes to tell with the summons. How much was the emblem last time? I missed the opportunity last time. I forget. I think it was 150 source marks. But I'm probably misremembering. It doesn't really matter because I don't think it's going to be the same thing this year.
You couldn't hack it in the core.
Oh! Owlman ran away.
Bizarro am attacking his best friends. Bizarro, welcome, friendly game of punch. No one can stop my primal.
No run away for you.
Earth's worst offender. Give up now, meatbag.
Oh, I've got a few tricks up my sleeve for you.
Oh no, his Barry Allen went down. Full disclosure, I have no idea if we won or not.
Grodd.
Could go either way.
No more monkeying around, Grodd.
Oh, I guess we did win. Yeah, the emblem last time was 150, 200 source marks. I have to admit, I don't recall.
And now, for everyone's favorite part of the show, wanton violence.
So I'm glad that the devs brought back the emblem because it's pretty much the item that is the most requested in the game. At some point, it was so requested, I could have made two Superman video a week, week after week after week, and people would have still watched it.
I'm gonna smash these poosers into next week.
So you may have noticed why people seem to enjoy using speedsters. So we that can run away. Quick, 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 quick. Oh, I lost my buff. I'm so sad now.
The information we recovered will help us prepare for the Society's next move.
Oh,
We'll be ready
that
for
was
whatever
quick.
they throw at us.
Scrolls. Can we share the emblem to our alts? Well, you can unlock it using you can unlock it, quote unquote, using replay badges, but you can actually unlock it for free. You don't have to use replay badges, but it's the same system as when you use replay badges. So as soon as you get it with one character, all your characters will have it. Yeah, Superman says it should be a free replay badge item for alts. So just worry about getting it on one character, and then afterwards, it's as if all your characters have it, and it's like that forever. So even if you create a new character, you will still be able to unlock the emblem. Now I already have the emblem, so it doesn't really matter to me. But at every turn, I usually ask the devs to bring it back because it is highly requested. And also, like I made my video a couple of days ago, and already there's a handful or two of people who said, "Oops, I left the DCUO X time ago," but I'm gonna come back for that. Like when you give people something they want, like the last time we had the Superman emblem in the game, holy crap, that brought back a lot of people. Normally the game would have gone dead. I think it was early June the last time we got it. So normally early June, a lot of people go on vacation, so the game becomes pretty much dead for a while. But then they gave us the Superman emblem, and holy crap, there was a lot of people just for that one emblem. Vernal, can you make a video showing how to get the Red Lantern style? Yeah, I'll probably make a Red Lantern video, not unlike what I did with the Blue Lanterns. But ultimately, just go see there's one of the vendors over here. You can get it from this vendor over here. So, but you could also get it playing some of the War of the Lights. It was random drops from the various War of the Lights DLC, or from one of the War of the Lights DLC. Anyway, but if you could just come see your little friend robot over here, you can get it from here. It's a bit pricey if you get it from the robot, but sadly with the War Light DLC, it's random drops, so the odds of getting the stars is pretty slim, and the odds of getting the one item you might still be missing even more slimmer. Oh, yes, I'm seeing Tomorrow Omens right now. And a nice touch to use the Teen Titans emblem. If you're wondering, it was a character that was in the JLA run by Grant Morrison, and it was, I guess you could call her Red Tornado's sister, seeing how the evil Tio Moro was behind her creation. Could have thought it was Tio Moro and someone else, but been a while since I read that comic, so I kind of forget. Tarek, maybe the other Superman hair. For the hair, we don't know. We've been asking and asking for it. Basically, we've been. It's obvious at this point that survival mode will not be coming back. So we've been asking that at the very least, the rewards from survival mode, if they could give us access to the rewards from survival mode some other way, have a vendor with those rewards, that would be appreciated. But so far, we the devs are not talking. But it's pretty much.
A society attack squad has breached the watchtower and Grodd's leading.
I know what they're after. This is bad. I'm going to evacuate non-combat personnel.
Listen to me.
The automatic
Lock down this
lockdown
area
has
while
dropped
I
force
retrieve
fields
what we
around
came
vital
for.
points in the hangar. I need you to take these energy disruptors and drop the shields so I can regain control. The villains will be doing the same thing, so protect those locations.
You're welcome.
It's like you're standing still.
Because it doesn't fit with what the devs are doing right now. They've been creating content
Access of security network terminal.
with old content that they don't need to edit.
Of hangar powered.
For example, if you look at the events, like the reason why survival mode is not coming back is that when we have survival mode, yes, survival mode is made with old content, but they have to edit that content. They have to change the content to turn it into end game content. As opposed to if you look at the various events, they don't have to do anything. They just have to activate the event, and the missions are the exact same missions. They don't have to rebalance the missions. They don't have to change the loot. Or maybe they change the loot a bit. But basically, when they reuse content, they reuse it as it is, as opposed to with survival mode, they have to change it every time. The same with Save the Universe. With Save the Universe again, yes, they're using old missions, but they have to upgrade them. They have to turn them into end game missions.
I'm on reserve power now.
Barely worth my time.
Have a soda and a smile.
And even before that, way back when, we already kind of suspected that survival mode was not coming back. There were a few hints in there from the old devs that even they were not going to bring back a survival mode. And with the new devs, it became obvious really quick that that wasn't part of their plans.
Power generator.
This is totally a job for Booster Gold.
For that you will pay dearly.
Manual access of emergency defense terminal authorized.
Perhaps death will bring me closer to
No pay for that.
Detecting unauthorized access of the security network terminal.
And running away, of course.
Detecting unauthorized access of the Techwin power coupling.
Ouch! That had to hurt. Come on.
Me on Earth's worst offender!
Be smart and surrender. I make this superhero thing look good.
You do know crime doesn't pay.
Scram, evil.
Sheesh, I guess the heroes have been eating their flakies.
Cybernetics, baby. Tough guy, huh?
Detecting unauthorized access of the emergency defense terminal.
Oh no, his Robin is down.
I'm on reserve power now.
You have noticed even if he stands in the quantum ability that does damage over time, that doesn't seem to affect him at all.
Time to switch tactics.
Detecting unauthorized access of the hangar power generator. Manual access of security network terminal. Authorized.
Time out!
Even the Man of Steel cannot stand against me. My plan cannot fail.
We've got to stop it.
DC fanverse, can we truly celebrate Superman without Superman emblem when Batman Woman have 15 different emblems? Well, we do have the 1 million Superman emblem, the Superman Prime emblem, Chinese Superman emblem, Sunshine Superman emblem. So we do have some Superman emblem. Oh, and I guess we didn't win this one. That is so sad.
That engine core is overcharged and leaking radiation. We need to safely discharge the excess energy before they can use it to overload the monitor womb above. Grab it, but be careful and take it over to the energy sink pads. We have to save the watchtower.
That was quick. Obviously, as you can see, they do have the buff, so we're going to get creamed early on. We might be able to get back in the game afterwards, once the buff is gone, but we'll see. Oh, and should have waited. Sadly, when you load into the map, you have to wait 2, 3, 4 seconds. Otherwise, there's a window of like 2, 3 seconds where you can't do anything. Like I was able to fly, freaking 10 seconds. Like I was able to fly, and that was it. I wasn't able to turn. I wasn't able to even stop. I wasn't able to use any abilities. Like I have to wait 1, 2, 3 seconds. Oh, and then I can use my abilities. Otherwise, I'm kind of stuck for like 3 seconds without being able to do anything.
Monitor womb stability jeopardized.
You're too slow to
Like, it
stop
seems
this
all I can really
assault.
do is activate my my fast movement mode,
What's the matter with
and
you,
that
lagging?
and then I'm stuck for like 3 seconds.
Worst defender.
Oh, let's see if we can bring back our friend Superman. I guess not.
You will not interfere.
Ah, freaking shield.
Weed me.
Settled in PvP, shields, or at least controller shields, are pretty much useless.
I make this superhero thing look good. Have a soda and a smile.
The heroes have turrets that is
Can't
totally
do anything.
unfair.
The evil Roz is dead set on me.
Ouch! That had to hurt.
Warning, warning. Monitor womb stability jeopardized.
Your defeat will be as bitter as my cold
Warning,
heart.
warning. Monitor womb stability jeopardized.
I waited 1 second too many.
Had enough?
Right hook.
Ah! It'll take more than that. You're too slow to stop the society.
Right hook.
So ideally, when you're flying, you want to have abilities that can ground your opponents so that they
Monitor womb
cannot reach you.
Number one!
It's one of the things our friend Iron Man uses a lot. You may have noticed, and the reason why he uses it is because it works. Like we saw that in many previous lives. Whereas even if you know what the guy is doing, even if you know that he's doing it, it's kind of hard to try to counter him. Basically, as soon as you try to fly up there to try to stop him, he has some sort of ability that grounds your character. So I guess Gravity Well does that a bit. I was able to use it in some previous map where I was able to stay up there
Thanks for the workout.
easily enough because of the Gravity Well.
Warning, warning. Monitor womb stability jeopardized.
Come on, really?
We're gonna get creamed.
Warning, warning. Monitor womb stability jeopardized.
Ouch! That had to hurt. Booster for the win.
It's like you're standing still.
Time to make history.
That no hurt.
Ah, tough guy, huh?
Warning, warning. Monitor womb stability jeopardized.
The monitor womb has been overloaded and we're experiencing massive communication blackouts. Get out of there now while I bring it.
So let's get out of here. So Jay Clark, what do you think survival mode won't come back? Yeah, already way back when we kind of knew it wasn't coming back. We didn't have any confirmation about that, and then we didn't have it during the summer. And with the new devs, we're seeing the pattern here with the new devs, whereas they try to create content where they can reuse old content as it is without having to rebalance it, without having to turn it into endgame content. The exception to that would be the Sins of Black Adam raid we had not too long ago. But for all the events, the Outsiders event, Batman Day, Wonder Woman Day, and the other day I forget, they take the content as it is, And that's it. They just unlock the content for the event, and we replay that old content. So let's go for Australia again, because sadly we only have the 4 missions. Oh, the evil chat. Jay Clark, in other words, it's too much effort for the devs. Yeah, pretty much. The ironic thing is that it's something the old devs came up with so that they could create content that didn't require too much work. But it's still too much work for the new devs at this point. So, and you can tell they're trying to streamline the production process as much as they can. They're trying to get rid of everything that gives them extra work, and they try to quote unquote focus on the, let's say, more important stuff. The creator verse, on which weapon mastery got an overall. Yeah, it would probably be overdue for some sort of overall, but that's not gonna happen. Ah, Superman wasn't in this match. I'm so sad now. Stelly, that's definitely my least favorite objectives. Yeah, Sully, they tried a few different things. DC Van Verse needs to buy a few new gears. Yeah, me too. I still don't even have my gloves just yet. Like I did purchase some of the 100 gear, but I'm still missing the boots, and I don't even have PvP gloves at this point. So I really need. Oh, and the headpiece. So yeah, I still need quite a few pieces. Oh, everyone is. Let's go to the Ziggurat because why not? That's what I do.
Heroes control the processing facility. Heroes
Oh, we're the
control
heroes.
Ziggurat.
Oh yeah, we control the Ziggurat. I think the Ziggurat is ours.
Villains control the comm room.
Did you see that? They tried to attack me while I was helpless. Ah, those evil villains of villainy.
Villains have lost the comm room.
Oh, let's clicky click because why not? There's
Heroes
no
have
there's no
lost the
reason not to clicky
processing
click at the
facility.
opponents if you can. And it slows them down just a couple of seconds, but sometimes in some matches a couple of seconds is the difference between the big W or not.
Villains control the processing facility.
Oh, you saw the villain over there. He's going to activate the thingy here. There we go.
Heroes control the comm room.
Sorry guys, I'll get back to the chat in just a minute. I'm a bit busy right now.
Villains have lost the processing facility.
Almost there, stay on target. No choice. Ring breaking out. Oh.
Match over.
Stilly says it's the weird version of soccer with violence. I assume she means the previous mission. Let's get out of here. Superman and alive in the fortress for Superman Day. Just an option, lol. Well, for Superman Day, like I'm not sure exactly which mission will be included just yet, but I'm planning basically the live stream Friday. For those wondering, it's going to be about Superman Day, and I don't know exactly which mission will be included in the Superman Day. I failed to recall what we had last year, and I'm not sure if we're going to get the same thing or not. But either way, whether they're included or not, yeah, the Fortress of Solitude missions will be. We'll play the Fortress of Solitude missions. We'll play the Doomsday mission. And probably something else I failed to mention. Basically, any content we have with Superman, even if it's not included in the official Superman Day event, we'll play those missions on Friday. Also for Friday, wear your best Superman costume for Friday. Oh, one too many. Well, I'll make an announcement probably tomorrow or Tuesday. Well, we'll see. Probably Tuesday. I'll wait to see exactly what we're getting in case it might change my plans. Red Quantum, do you think the new devs will they drop the new graphics? They're not going to drop new graphics per se. I'm pretty sure they don't have the resources for that, either in manpower or even in budget. But they are going to upgrade the things a little bit, like basically. Just give me a minute. Like we got the 64-bit client for PC, so they will try to add probably some quality of life improvement stuff. They did upgrade. Well, they did work on the UI a little bit. But there's not going to be a graphics update per se, as far as we can tell. I should probably make a video about it. Way back when there was the leak about getting a graphics update. At the same time, also they were planning to make a remaster of Lord of the Rings Online, and none of that happened because at the time they were mentioning those plans. The stocks, the EG7 stocks were like 200 Swedish krona, 250 maybe, or 230, 34, something like that. So the stocks for the studio were way high. Sadly, within a matter of just a couple of months, the stocks went down the toilet. They dropped to I think 14 Swedish krona or something like that. Like basically went from like 200 something to 13 in a matter of just a couple of months. So whatever plans they had for the graphics update, whatever plan they had for the remaster for Lord of the Rings Online, those plans went out the window. And for DCO, we keep on seeing people. They're saying that the graphics update was never announced. It wasn't official. It was leaked in an investors meeting. So we know that they were planning to do it. Whether it was officially announced or not doesn't matter. But uh, again, for Lord of the Rings Online, they had made an official announcement about that. They had officially announced that they were going to have a remaster of Lord of the Rings Online. And sadly, when the stocks did drop like a rock, the remaster was out the window. No more remaster for DCUO, for Lord of the Rings Online. So we do know that they had some big plans when their stock was high, but when the stock took a nosedive, those plans changed. And right now the stocks have been staying more or less steady, but there's at least a small decline. So the stock is not dropping like a rock, but there is a steep decline over time. So we have to wonder what's really going to happen. Superman says, I missed the Fortress fight. Oh, I thought it was steady for half a second. Let's get out here. When you see that there's only red names are surrounding you, you have to move on. Ideally, you want to stick together. If you're 8 versus 8, much better than if you're 4 versus 8, or worse, 2 versus 8. But in this map, it's very tempting for people to try to find the buffs. So very, very often you end up being 3, 4, 5 versus 8 because the other guys are trying to get the buffs. That was a block break, really well timed. Oh yeah. There are players whose only strategy is to block, block, and block some more. When that happens, it's very easy to take them by default, to block break them by default. But sometimes you'll provoke them to block. Like you'll give them an ability that stuns them, forcing them to break out. And when you break out for half a quarter of a second, you are blocking. So if somebody blocks break you just at the right time, well they will block break you. And I'm sure you may have noticed there's a lot of people who uses that. So basically they'll stun you, and as soon as you try to break out, they'll block break you. So they take you in they stun you one time and then they knock you down the other time. Evil Stelly, did you see that? After all I did for her, I'm so sad now. Feeling like a ragdoll. I hate that. Ah. So you decided to boo boo. I was able to get the buff, but got trapped. Didn't matter. The match was pretty much over at that point. I think we're going to be done for now. Just let me go check. A question that often comes back: multiverse. Where can we get PvP gear? Let's go to the Watchtower. Still, he says I regret going damage roll. Sadly, you have to make a choice sometimes. Yeah, that was the last match. Sadly, I have to go soon. But before we go, I'll try to go through what's left of the chat. And also, a question that often comes back is multiverse. Where can we get PvP gear? You can get it from each wing of the Watchtower as a PvP vendor, and each wing of the Hall of Doom. But there's also this where you have the three statues over here in the Watchtower. There's a vendor over here. There's a similar vendor also in the Hall of Doom.
Hello, combatant. The authorized number of training marks can be exchanged for sections of state-of-the-art combat equipment.
I should probably continue 2 more matches to be able to purchase the gloves. Next time. But guys, it's the last match for me. But you guys can keep on playing. If you guys want to keep on playing PvP, keep on queuing. If you're lucky, there might be enough of you guys still queuing, so you might be able to still be able to play. Hug says that's why people don't do PvP. The people is weird. I'm not sure I would say that. David Sharp got to play with Stelly. Lucky him. I guess we're caught up with the chat. You're welcome, Superman. So this week, guys, starting Tuesday, we will have the Superman Day event. So we'll probably have a new tab over here in the events tab, showing us the Superman Day event. So we'll be able to get more information about that. But it's going to be something similar to. It's probably going to be like the St. Patrick's Day event, where we're going to have 10 days to play the event. 10 days out of 14. Because sadly, the Superman Day event will last only 2 weeks. Oh, sorry about that. Not sure why. That should do it. Superman says only 2 weeks. Wow, but it's understandable. Well, I don't know why they do it only 2 weeks. I'm guessing they probably have another event planned for the month of May. Oh, actually, no, we do know what the event is for the month of May. If we go to the events tab, so in May we will have the Justice League Dark Cursed DLC as an event. So that's probably why it's only 2 weeks. But yeah, I wish it was more than 2 weeks, but what can you do? So Tuesday I'll probably make a special live for the Superman Day event. But we'll actually really play the missions together Friday at live at 5. And this Friday for live at 5, put on your best Superman costume so that we can celebrate Superman Day together. Again, sadly, we only have 2 weeks to do that. But let's see. Come on, evil. There we go. Oh, yeah. So this Friday we'll play the Superman Day event on the hero side for live at 5. But then the week after that, it's going to be Evil Friday. So we'll play the Superman event from the villain side on the 25th. So for the next 2 weeks, we'll celebrate Superman Day on the hero side and on the villain side. For July, the movie comes out July 11th or something like that. Some people are hoping that we will get something for the release of the movie. We don't know at this point. Oh, and DC Fanverse will also be doing a League Superman event, and I believe there is also Superman will also have his own event. So Friday, keep an eye open. Superman will have a Superman Day event. DC Fanverse will have a Superman Day event. And at Live at 5, we will play the Superman Day event. And again, put on your best Superman costume for Live at 5 this week. Again, I'll release an announcement Tuesday about that to remind people. And that's pretty much it for tonight, guys. So, guys, thanks to everyone who came to play with us. Thanks to everyone who came to chat with us. And thanks to everyone on the live stream. And thanks to everyone who were watching. You guys are awesome. So have a good rest of your weekend, guys. Bye bye.